gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah.
The Huawei MatePad Pro Max instantly grabs your attention. Just hearing the name, you'd expect something huge and powerful. But here's the surprise. It's also unbelievably thin and light. That's exactly why this tablet deserved its own video. Big thanks to my tech partner over in China for providing this footage. I really appreciate the support in making this video happen. Hey everyone, Stella here from techiestreet. If you're into staying updated with the newest gadgets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest tech content. All right, let's get right into the unboxing. Before we get inside, let's talk about the design. The tablet is only 4.7 millimeters thick. The soft light version weighs just 515 grams, and the standard model is even lighter at 499 grams. It's so thin that lifting it from a table can actually feel tricky. Right now, almost nothing else matches it. To put that in perspective, here's an Apple Wallet, an iPad Pro, an iPhone Air, and the MatePad Pro Max with its keyboard. Every time I pick it up, I'm shocked by how large, yet insanely slim it feels. That first impression is a genuine wow moment. The glossy finish and wide bezels give it a unique identity. On the back, Huawei uses a light condensing texture that creates a beautiful 3D shine. The craftsmanship feels premium, and the camera module instantly stands out. Huawei brought over the iconic Mate smartphone design language, making it instantly recognizable. And surprisingly, it looks perfectly balanced on a 13.2-inch tablet. At first glance, it feels elegant and professional, but what fascinated me even more was what's inside. How did Huawei fit a huge display, battery, speakers, motherboard, and even dual VC cooling modules into something this thin? Yes, dual cooling systems. So how did they do it? I originally thought the layout would be similar to a trifold device, but after attending Huawei's technical workshop, I realized there was much more happening behind the scenes. The MatePad Pro Max introduces a completely upgraded internal architecture. For the first time on a tablet, Huawei uses a cloud-based lossless architecture that maximizes space while keeping everything incredibly clean inside. One major advantage is that Huawei removed an entire layer from the traditional internal stack. Instead of separate layers for different components, one structural layer is eliminated completely. That's a big reason why the tablet is so thin and light. To support the flexible OLED panel, Huawei also implemented precise tolerance control and cavity buffering beneath the display. This creates a perfectly flat support structure that improves long-term durability. Now look at the CNC-machined aluminum alloy unibody shell. To maintain strong wireless performance, Huawei uses a continuous antenna separation design. Inside, there are 6 antennas, including 4 intelligent Wi-Fi antennas. The system constantly switches between them depending on how you're holding the tablet. Whether you're watching TikTok vertically or gaming horizontally, the connection stays strong and stable. That might sound normal, but the engineering behind it is far more advanced. Extreme thinness usually means sacrificing strength. Building a 13.2-inch tablet that's only 4.7 millimeters thick requires serious engineering to prevent bending over time. What's even more impressive is that it's a true unibody design. Many brands rely on extra internal brackets, but Huawei integrated the mounting points directly into the frame itself. Inside, you'll find reinforcement structures, additional steel plates, and locking mechanisms connecting different modules. These features improve rigidity and keep the motherboard and battery stable against drops, twisting, and bending. Simply put, unless you're intentionally trying to bend it or accidentally sit on it, durability shouldn't be a concern. Another fascinating detail is the PCB design. Huawei uses a process called embedded packaging. Tiny slots are carved directly into the PCB, so capacitors sit inside the board instead of fully on its surface. As a result, their protrusion is reduced to around 0.6 millimeters. Why does that matter? Because every component on a PCB needs physical connections, and as more components are added, routing becomes increasingly difficult. That's why modern PCBs use multiple layers stacked vertically. Those layers improve signal routing, but also make the board thicker. If some of that vertical space can be reclaimed and used for components instead, the entire product becomes thinner. Since capacitors exist on both sides of the PCB, every fraction of a millimeter counts, and that's exactly where Huawei's embedded packaging technology makes the MatePad Pro Max remarkably thin. Huawei pushed the engineering even further on the MatePad Pro Max. The PCB behind the processor has been reduced by 4 layers and now uses ultra-small 01005 capacitors. To make sure everything stays reliable, Huawei also uses a precision soldering process for extremely stable connections. Combine this optimized PCB, a 2.8mm ultra-thin high-spec battery, and the CNC machined aluminum unibody frame, and you start to understand how Huawei made this tablet unbelievably thin. But here's the crazy part. Even after making it this thin, Huawei still found space for a second VC cooling module. That extra cooling system, combined with a new thermal material, is designed to boost performance. According to Huawei, this is the second meaning of Max, the Max in performance. Honestly, I didn't expect a device that looks this elegant to focus so much on performance, but after testing it, I completely understood. We tried almost every game in the App Store, including Genshin Impact. No, it's not trying to replace a dedicated gaming tablet, and there are still a few compatibility issues, but considering how thin it is and how cool it stays, the performance is genuinely impressive. The Max branding feels earned. After the challenging years Huawei went through, it's exciting to see the company confidently showing off its engineering skills again. To make all of this possible, Huawei completely redesigned the internal layout. The biggest change is the motherboard. Instead of sitting at the top, it's now placed right in the center. This central motherboard is a key part of Huawei's cloud-based architecture. And it brings 2 huge advantages. First, it frees up more internal space for a larger battery and bigger speaker chambers. That means longer battery life and a more immersive entertainment experience. Second, putting the main heat source in the center shortens the cooling path, making heat dissipation much more efficient. Our testing team was genuinely impressed. It wasn't just the strong performance and temperature control, the tablet also feels incredibly light while delivering surprisingly powerful sound. As we know, great speakers aren't built with flashy specs alone. Every detail matters, from the driver to the acoustic chamber. Engineers have to optimize all 3 dimensions. Because this tablet is so thin, space is extremely limited, yet somehow the sound is rich, full, and beautifully positioned. The soundstage feels wide, and instrument separation is remarkably accurate. Huawei achieved this with a unique speaker design that separates the vibration system from the magnetic system. 2 powerful magnets sit in the center, while the diaphragm surrounds them completely. It's very different from traditional speaker designs. And just look at the speaker size. This isn't the thin membrane usually found in smartphones. It resembles the thicker diaphragms used in laptops, which naturally deliver stronger bass and deeper low frequencies. Of course, this design also requires more driving force and extra space. That's exactly why you rarely see this kind of speaker architecture inside smartphones. So it's no surprise that Huawei delivers such impressive audio through its 6-speaker high and low frequency crossover system. This is one of those areas where real engineering matters far more than simple specs. And that's really the story of this product. When you examine the MatePad Pro Max piece by piece, you begin to understand what Huawei got right and where all that engineering effort went. You also understand Huawei's idea of Pro Max. For Huawei, Pro Max isn't about making a bigger device or chasing bigger numbers. It's about meaningful innovation through smarter system architecture. The improvements start deep inside the tablet and extend all the way to the user experience. And honestly, I'd love to see more products take this approach. Hopefully, future devices continue to push innovation in the same way. That's it for today's video. If you found this review helpful, hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.